So the DJI Action 6 is not going to be a Pro, it's just a DJI Action 6. It's already been released at the time that I'm filming this video in China, and we should be seeing that across the whole entire world, including the United States, hopefully. In today's video, I'm using my Action 5 Pro, and I'm going to vlog about, should I upgrade to the Action 6? Should you upgrade to the Action 6? We're going to do this as a vlog. We got the ND filters here from Freewell. Right now I'm shooting straight auto, but let's really take a road trip and find out, is the upgrade truly worth it? Should you do it? Coming from the Action 5 Pro. All right, so we're gonna do a trip to Pennsylvania. As I mentioned, we have a special delivery to make. This is from EV Base. And yeah, the Action 6. The Action 6 has some really good things that I think I want to upgrade to, such as that bigger, improved sensor, and most importantly, the variable aperture. It will no longer be at a fixed f2.8, such as the Action 5 Pro. But let's get on the road and deliver this fine package here.
Joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving on down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go. Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on.
What's going on, guys? This is Eddie, aka Mr. Eddie Nunez. Thank you for hitting that play button and watching yet another one of my videos. Today, we're really going to be deep diving into the Action 5 Pro and really thinking about, do I need an upgrade? Do I really need to upgrade from an Action 5 Pro over to that Action 6? That is the question. I saw already some few review videos on YouTube. There's tons out there. This camera has already released in China. So the first thing I think about is, will it be available in the United States? I think the answer is going to be yes, but we're going to see that maybe later in the year, towards December, end of December. And another thing that I noticed is that it's being called the Action 6. Why not the Action 6 Pro? So we're going to get into it. Let's go ahead, deliver a package in the Cybertruck, and pick up a very special package as well. And we're going to be doing 100% vlog session on the DJI Action 5 Pro. I love this little camera. Do I really need to upgrade? Probably not. So one of those cool things that I'm really going to love from an upgrade perspective for the Action 6 is the fact that it has a variable aperture. Right now I'm shooting in manual settings. I'm at 4K 30 in D-Log. I've also had to crank up the ISO to 200 from 100 because I'm using an ND32. And if I remove the ND32, you're going to see that I'm all completely blown out. But the minute that I add back the ND32, you get sort of a even composed shot from a exposure perspective. And, you know, that's one of the difficulties when shooting on an action camera with a fixed aperture in an environment. Today I'm sitting in my car and I figured, hey, maybe an ND32 is the right one, but maybe an ND16 was the right one. However, having that variable aperture, I would have been able to go from that f2.8 up to maybe an f4 and really adjust somewhere along that line. So having that variable aperture is key in an action camera, and it's actually pretty game-changing, I think, because no action camera has had this. You think about even the Osmo Pocket has a fixed aperture. So that's going to be pretty cool, and I think that's probably one of the key selling points on upgrading from the Action 5 Pro over to the Action 6. right, so I got the first package number 1 right here. We're gonna be unboxing it, just to make sure that everything is in there. One of the things that I love about just using an action camera for vlogging, for example, is like right now I'm not using an ND filter. I put it on straight auto. I am shooting in D-Log mode. I do have a mic 2 right underneath my sweatshirt here, and I can just lay it here at the corner of my Cybertruck without having like any crazy tripod. So that's pretty convenient. So I had a package shipped all the way to Delaware, and it's exciting. It's the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, and there was some extra accessories thrown in here, such as a bag I'll probably never use, a drone landing pad I'll probably never use, and a 2-year extended plan. Pretty interesting that they put a cord here. That's because this probably came from a different country. They need you need an American cord here. Unbox this really quick just to make sure that everything here is intact. This is a big bag. DJI Mavic. All right, so we have the drone. There it is, big guy. Let's put this back in the sleeve here. We have the 3 batteries, and we have the remote. This is the new remote. Let's go ahead and open up the remote as well, just to kind of check it out. Here is the new remote. So all looks good. So something else that I really love about action cameras is the ability to do time lapses. Now, time lapses is not only limited to, let's say, an Action 5, but I think DJI, out of all different cameras, perform the best when it comes to time lapses. Like specifically, I use my Action 5 Pro for a time lapse in the car with motion blur. And like I think about my Pocket 3 as well. The Pocket 3, I do some incredible motion lapses where I'm also moving the gimbal at a predetermined sort of like waypoint location. So that's absolutely phenomenal. When I think about, I have Insta360, I have GoPros. They also have time-lapse mode, but it's always also grainy. And DJI does a really good job at saving the raw files. And I take those into Lightroom, process them, and then export them to this beautiful time-lapse that you get from that procedure. So now next, we're going to be delivering a package and probably concluding the vlog. So let's just go ahead and continue. And we got to stop in Philadelphia because we're so close. We need to stop by the Rocky statue or Boathouse Row, or maybe both. Let's see if we have time. One fun fact, every single time I come further south to Pennsylvania, Delaware area, it's always so overcasted. I never get a really good day here. That's because the New York Giants are superior. I don't care what anybody says. So another reason why I really love action cameras, and I'm kind of excited for that Action 6, is because, as I alluded to a little bit earlier, I don't always want to carry a big rig for vlogging. For example, today I have my Canon 1DX Mark III with me. This thing is a beast. This thing is a tank. This must weigh about, I want to say give or take 6 pounds, just with a body and a 24-70 L lens from Canon. This is quite a beast to go ahead and vlog. And I actually used to vlog with this back in the days. Well, the Mark II, and now this is the Mark III, which is essentially the same thing. Those cameras are durable. They're built like tanks. They have use case scenario. It has superb video quality, way better than what this is going to deliver. Doesn't have any bokeh, for example, stuff like that. But the bokeh might be resolved with that aperture control. Now, I don't know if it's going to be any difference because, for example, this is an f2.8, and one of the big differences that I've noticed from the Pocket 3 versus the Action 5 is that the Pocket 3 will give you that bokeh effect in the background, and it is a 2.8. This is a 2.8 lens as well on the Action 5 Pro, and there is absolutely no bokeh. Everything is in focus, and when you're vlogging, you probably want everything in focus, but I love vlogging and having some bokeh, which is why I carry with my professional mirrorless camera. So that's going to be quite interesting to see. But these action cameras are absolutely a pro when it comes to vlogging and running gun shoots, just like the one I'm doing today. There's no need for me to carry that big, heavy, bulky 1DX Mark III to just simply vlog. If I'm setting it up on a tripod, sure, but to carry around in an arm and vlog like this, no way. Now, earlier I did mention the use of the Insta360 X5. I absolutely love my Insta360 X5, but I think it's a very specific camera and is not a great vlogging camera at all. Despite all the accessories that are available now for the Insta360, I recently did 2 videos of the X5, one just using it as a vlog camera, and then the second video was trying out the new microphone and ND filters. Now, although those accessories make it really convenient and you can get better quality in terms of audio and even picture, it's not the same when it comes to vlogging. I mean, you know, when vlogging with the X5, you then have to go into post-processing, which is a pain in its own. And when vlogging with the Action 5 Pro or any action camera, your video is already there. You might just have to do a little slight color grade like I have to do on this because I'm shooting in D-Log. But besides that, it's ready for action. Like, there's not a lot to do. And that's something I truly love about the DJI cameras itself. So now the Action 5 is my very first action camera from DJI. I've never really liked none of the previous action cameras that DJI has offered, pretty much because the dynamic range I felt like wasn't there. I felt like there was a lot of opportunity for the dynamic range. The previous action cameras, in my opinion, didn't really know how to handle the highlights and the shadows, and it was kind of late, especially when transitioning from a darker area to a brighter area, vice versa. This was especially noticeable with mounting them on the FPV drones. For that reason, that's why I always went with GoPro. But since owning the Action 5 Pro upon release, this camera is fantastic in terms of video quality, the specs that it offers, the dynamic range, the stabilization, 4K 60, even slow motion down to 120, the time lapse, as I mentioned earlier. All of that is truly phenomenal, and I'm really pleased. Not only that, the accessories, the battery case on the Action 5 is world class, I would say, and the battery life is incredible. There is really not a whole lot that I would want to see from the Action 6 besides, you know, understanding if there's new capabilities from a spec perspective, and also just that variable aperture. That's like the really thing that has me curious, the variable aperture on that camera. Am I gonna get bokeh in the back? To me, that's what really matters and would be a game changer in the action camera space overall. All right, so we're probably not making it to the center of Philly, the Rocky statue, all that stuff, because I'm at a supercharger charging the Cyber Beast, and of course doing another hyperlapse of just the moving traffic. But anyway, to round out this video, we're definitely gonna stop at Geno's or Pat's and get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. So that's gonna happen. But what you really wanna know is not if I'm gonna choose Pat's or Geno's. What you wanna really know is, am I gonna get the Action 6? So I think we're gonna have to pause and wait. I don't have an answer for you based on all the videos that I've seen on YouTube from the release in China. You know, a lot of those YouTubers didn't really kind of showcase the benefits of the aperture. Now, aperture, of course, is the benefit is that you can stop down on the light. So, you know, my earlier situation with the ND filters, that's gonna be a lot easier. But really what you want, that aperture, is not only for exposure, but bokeh. So is the Action 6 going to have bokeh? I think that's the biggest question. Will it have 8K? I don't think it has 8K based on what I saw and the leaked specs. How much is it gonna cost? Is it going to be available in the United States? All of those are questions that I have that we're gonna just have to wait and see. Now, I am very hopeful that it will be available in December in the United States. But again, we'll have to see. Are we gonna have to buy new batteries? That's another thing to consider, right? But I think DJI is always phenomenal. Besides the fiasco in the United States, they don't have really a lot of control over that. But they're always phenomenal in terms of the quality of products that they produce. So, and there's no doubt in my mind that the Action 6 is gonna be fantastic. But is there an Action 6 Pro? I want the Pro. I don't want the Action 6. So we'll just have to see. A lot of speculation happening right now, and this video is another speculation video. Yeah, not much more to say. If it's available in the United States, I'm 100% gonna grab it. If I have to jump leaps and bounds like I did today to get a DJI product, probably not, because between the Action 5, the Nano, and the Osmo Pocket 3, I think that's enough, and that's all that I need. No more gear acquisition syndrome, gas, for 2026. And I'll leave you with that. And then we'll head to Pat's and Gino's. And if you watch to the end, you'll see which one I went with. Until next time, peace.
I miss that sexy smile, looking forward to see you. I hope I will lose control. Love you every night, no checking the time, just us loving you.
I pick up at the end or something? Pick up. Okay, all right. All right, so we came to Gino's. All right, so we went with some Gino's steak, and that officially concludes the video. We're gonna eat it right in my Cyber Beast. My Cyber Beast came to Philly to see the one and only Billy Kyle.
It's a sexy smile, looking forward to see you. I hope I won't lose control. Love you every night, no checking the time, just us loving you all night long.